What's up? Today we've got a review of the Honda XR150. This is a small displacement on-road dirt bike-ish style bike. Yeah, this thing looks cool. Looks like a little mini adventure bike. And yeah, we won't be taking this one on the freeway today, but we'll see if this will be a good little in-town bike. So real quick, shout out to Macomb Powersports. They are the sponsor of this video. They're the whole reason I can do these. They've been supplying me with a bunch of bikes to test ride and give you my honest opinions on. So let's hop over this one, give you my first impressions of how it feels. Big step. All right, flat footing this pretty comfortably at 5'10". Shorter riders, you'd be okay on this. It's not too tall. It's also not very heavy. This is a small bike, so even if you are a little shorter, it'll be real easy to keep this thing up. We've got a neutral light, high beams, and some turn signals. I don't see a gear shift indicator. Very, very quiet motor. Seat's pretty comfortable. Not a ton of legroom for your taller riders. I don't know how many speeds this is. We'll figure that out. Feels very, very light and nimble. The suspension feels soft on some of these bumps, so that's not too bad. The seating position's pretty comfortable. It's pretty upright, but like not super upright, if that makes sense. It's like, it's comfortable. It's a happy medium. Does not have a ton of torque, so this is not gonna be a good wheelie bike. Screen, so we're gonna feel a lot of the wind. All right, that's I don't even know how many gears that was. That's not a lot though. I didn't count. I didn't shift that much, but the shifting does feel good. The clutch pull feels good. It's not too difficult, but you do feel it, so it doesn't feel like it's not there. We're going about 40 and comfortably stable. Bars aren't as wide as some of the other dirt bike style bikes we've ridden, but it's not bad. All right, take this turn. It handles pretty well. There's not a ton of weight behind it. All right, we're maxing out the throttle. That's all the way in the top gear, and we are trying for 50, and we are just barely getting 50. I don't know why this speedometer goes to 90 miles an hour, because what the fuck? That's kind of a funny. It goes here. It's like half the speedometer. Anyways, handles really well. Stop and go traffic wouldn't be too bad because it's a really light bike, not a ton to keep up. The throttle response is not bad. I mean, it feels kind of like a dirt bike in a sense, but also it's pretty twitchy as well. Like when you touch it, it's doing something. It's moving. So I like that. It feels good. The shifting is clunky. I love clunky shifting. The African Twin we were just on didn't have that, so I'm glad to be back where I prefer to be. Braking's decent. I mean, not amazing. You're gonna want to give yourself a little bit more braking time, but it's not bad for how not fast you'll be going on this. It's not that big of a deal, but you do want to give yourself a little bit more time. We're hitting all these bumps, and it's not jarring. It's got some soft suspension. I like that. This is a fun little bike. All right, we're gonna take this loop all the way around. It doesn't feel bad. I'm not a big fan of dirt bike grips. If I had my gloves on like a smart guy, I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit in the comments about not wearing gear, but I do have riding shoes at the very least. I usually would wear a jacket, and I have it in the car. I just was really lazy and forgetful, and that's how you get hurt. So we've talked about the power. It's not a lot of power, but please do keep in mind, like I say in every video, any power is enough power to kill you, so you still have to ride with caution. A bike like this is not going to have the power to get you out of a sticky situation, so give yourself plenty of space ahead of you, and be alert riding this thing on the road, because you're not going to be able to just pull the throttle and get out of the way, and you're not going to be able to lock these brakes up and come to a stop super fast. This is a great beginner bike. It's very light, easy to operate, as long as you're not freeway riding, because you're not going to want to take this thing on the freeway, be cutting in and out of traffic on this because you don't have that power. I'm going to pull out in front of this car here, which is not a good idea. I just said don't do that. But I think this road's only, yeah, it's only 35. Well, I think that's school days. It might be like 45. But anyway, But yeah, this is a great beginner bike. It's a small bike, it's easy to handle, it doesn't have a whole lot of torque or power, so it's not gonna throw you off the back end. It's gonna be real easy to operate, real easy to manage, and it's gonna be, as far as price point, it's gonna be pretty budget friendly because it's a smaller bike. Yeah, so who was this bike for? Answer the popular question from all my videos, who is this bike for? I would say this is for your beginner or intermediate rider commuting to work in a small town. This would be great. You know, even an area like this wouldn't be too bad, but if you live in a downtown area, this would be fine in stop and go traffic. I didn't have any gripes about the way it operated at low speeds. Because it's a smaller motor, it's gonna obviously only really operate at slow speeds. And yeah, I mean, as an advanced rider, if you wanted something that you could just kind of putz around, it's real light, you could jump some little things with it, and it wouldn't be as dangerous. You could probably do a little bit of off-roading with it, you know, rip around your backyard with something like this. It would be fun for that type of riding. But I think this is going to excel in our beginner rider group. We're going to get this back to the shop now, and they've got the XR, I think it's a 650. It's basically the big brother to this. So that one is going to be a lot more advanced rider friendly, but not very beginner friendly. So, but if you're interested to see the difference in this bike and then the bigger version of it, check out that video. I'll have that linked below. It's just a fun little bike. There's not much more to it. It handles real well. It accelerates comfortably, and it's really light. It doesn't feel like you have a whole lot of bike underneath you. Now, that also is a downside when it comes to stability, but that's not what we're looking for in this bike. What's up, dude? Fifth. Okay, it's 5 speeds. All right, it's the first time I counted. It's a 5-speed transmission on this. I don't even know what gear I'm in, and I've been riding for a while, but with no gear indicator, I don't know where the hell I'm at. What I do know is we are back at Macomb Powersports, and we're gonna get another test ride review going. Is it easy to put neutral? No, that wasn't bad. All right, so that is, did this thing die? No, we're rolling 3 bikes deep on the same charge. All right, that's my review of the Honda XR150. A lot of fun. If you're in the market, check out Macomb Powersports. They'll get you hooked up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next test ride review.